So this is the Trakke Cobra Edition Bannoch backpack, and I was going to compare it to a couple of other bags. I'm actually not going to. I am beat. But what I am going to do is give you my first impressions, kind of first quick look, 1 week in sort of deal. I've used it for a week, which is... Oh, sorry, no, actually I've used it for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks I've been using this bag, and that's a long time for me, and I've very much enjoyed it. So I guess we're going to have to get into it. There was a poll this week. On the poll I asked you, what did you want to see on the channel this upcoming weekend? And well, the vote was pretty split between this and the Clutterworks Summit long-term review. But in the end, the Trakke Bannoch Cobra Edition. Oh, that one. So it goes without saying that this is one of the better business backpacks, business setting backpacks that you can get. It just literally is. I mean, look at it. It is just like, it's just so lovely to behold. It's one of the prettier backpacks I think I've ever seen. And it's made of this kind of waxed canvas. It's dried waxed canvas, so it doesn't feel wet to the touch like a lot of waxed canvas does. I like this in a place like Korea because like I have a wet waxed Trakke bag, and that bag gets a little bit oily when I'm wearing it like out in the sun, especially when it's a little bit humid. It also picks up things a little bit worse, although this does tend to pick up a little bit of dust and hair, but not nearly as bad as some other bags I have. Now, the normal Bannoch backpack has like a kind of a hook and loop sort of deal thing. Not hook and loop, that sounds like Velcro, but like a little... Anyway, it has like a latching system that's very different than this. People complain about that because it's very hard to undo or do up with one hand, whereas this, you know, you can kind of do it up with one hand. I mean, for me, I think it looks cooler. Whether or not it's a hell of a lot easier, I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't think it's way easier, but it definitely looks cooler. That's just my 2 cents. This bag is handcrafted in Scotland, which is something to keep in mind when you're buying it. It's not going to be cheap. You can't actually buy this edition at this particular moment, but they do bring it back once in a while. The bag itself is as simple as bags get, kind of, but then it's complicated in some other ways. It has a very nice grab handle here, which is also a kind of waxed cotton feel. It's nothing special, it's just there, and it, I mean, it does what it's supposed to, but it doesn't give me like a lovely feel in the hand or anything. It's just okay, I would say. It has 2 water bottle pockets. They are on the sides here. They are big enough for something like a medium-sized water bottle. It will eat into the main compartment of the bag. Like, literally, I'm pushing in to the main. You see there's like a little divot there? That divot. There's a laptop here, and then the divot is there, and then that is where your water bottle would go. For me, personally, if I'm going to work, I don't really like having my water bottle kind of hanging out, especially within a business environment, but I mean, that's just me. Other people, it doesn't bother so much. I tend to use these for things like, at this particular moment, I have a hand sanitizer, and that's it in that one, and I think I have some, let's see, have some like wet wipes in there because I have a baby. And that's it really, nothing else special. If we go around to the back of the bag, there are very lovely straps. These straps are nice. They're made of the same material as the bag. There's a kind of like, I mean, this is waxed too, but it feels almost like a ballistic material of some sort, but it's, I mean, it's comfortable. These straps are actually surprisingly comfortable. I was very surprised when I started using this bag, like how comfortable those straps were compared to what I imagined they would be like. There's no sternum strap to speak of, but that just kind of goes for the look of the bag. The way that they sit, it doesn't really need a sternum strap, I don't think. These metal kind of hooks here are actually pretty easy to adjust. You would think they'd be hard, but they're not. And then there's a little metal ring here to pull it down. It's actually pretty nice. There's a pass-through here for, what do you call that, like a hip belt. I have no idea why you'd want a hip belt on a bag this size. I guess if you're bicycling or something maybe, but I mean, that's the only real reason I could imagine wanting it. I don't think I would ever use one. This This bag is 17 liters, so you're not talking big here. All of the organization on this bag is on the inside, aside from these two pockets. So if you're looking for something quick access, you just don't have it here. One thing I'd love for Trakke to do is to add a quick access pocket here, like they had on the old, or actually on the new Ascent. Maybe something zippered here that you could get into and just put your keys, wallet, I don't know, something small. There's a lot of space right here that I think could be used, even if it was only to here under this flap. I mean, I can even feel that it's separated. I could probably have it done. My fidgety fingers, like do any of you guys ever just like unzip a zipper because it's fun? I mean, I'm sitting in the cafe and I want to unzip a zipper and there's nothing to unzip, and I'm playing with these buckles, and while that's kind of cool, it's a little, I don't know, the feeling is not, it's just not the same. If we get inside the bag, so I'm going to show you here. The first thing you can see is this very bright orange interior that is really nice. I mean, like nice. It feels great. It's also waxed. It's also canvas. And it's a waxed cotton, I believe. Sorry, a waxed cotton canvas. I don't know. The main compartment of the bag is very simple, so you don't have a whole lot of organization here. What you do have is on the front side is a one zippered pocket. This is literally the only zipper on this entire bag. It's an AquaGuard number 5 YKK with one of Trakke's typical zipper pulls. So let's have a look-see. Looks something like that. And yeah, so it's a zipper, it's nice, I suppose. This is a similar kind of thing I wish was on the flap. It's about the size of like two of my hands. It's actually quite big. I only have my AirPods in there for now, and I will just explain that in a minute. My laptop sits inside this laptop compartment. The laptop compartment is not really raised up off the bottom. I guess it's microscopically. I have a Nedrelow sleeve here, which is this magnetic sleeve, one of the best things I ever bought, even though it's a little bit expensive. And my laptop sits in there, but what this sleeve does, because of the way the magnets work, is it kind of suspends the laptop as it is. So here is the laptop. Boop. And you can hear it didn't actually like clunk too bad there when I just dropped it in. It's a MacBook Air 13-inch, but this Nedrelow sling thing, or this Nedrelow sleeve thing is actually quite big, and it fits in there okay. So I think a decent sized laptop would fit in there like a MacBook Pro. Again, keeping in mind this is not a large bag. Inside the main compartment, I have this. So this is a GORUCK field pocket. I tend to use this instead of the wire dop in there, and the main reason is because this grab handle. So what I can do is I can have it here like so, and it's just much quicker to do that than to try to reach around and grab the wire dop with how that is set up. Inside this guy, I'll just show you quickly. I just have like my charger and some miscellaneous items, North Street pouch, some other like toiletries, and some other like tech stuff. This is the GR2 field pocket. I tend to like this one the best. Just, you know, kind of works for my EDC well. And I'm missing my GR2, which is at Scars. So this is kind of like me holding on to a little piece of it. The other thing I have in here is this, which is the Trakke Laggan pouch. I like this pouch a lot. It's like a perfect match for the bag, obviously, because they're the same like kind of generation. And in this guy, I just have like some miscellaneous stuff. There's like my Porter Yoshida pouch here with my clothes in it, some Advil, and just some other little things there. I actually carry this anyway, even if I'm not using the Bannoch, but I mean, it's quite cool that it matches like it does. Yeah, and then that sits in the bottom there. So you can get a decent idea of how deep it is. It goes all the way down to there. I mean, the lining helps a little bit for you to be able to see what you're going at. I heard on the old versions of this bag, they got black at the bottom, but this one is orange everywhere, which is nice. So what you end up with in terms of other pockets are these two guys here. So there are these two kind of like, I think Chase Reeves calls them tenderloin pockets, and that's kind of what you get here. They are very smartly designed with a kind of a gusset here. So if you're looking at them from this angle, you can definitely fit like a lot of stuff in them. Like they're probably bigger than the water bottle pockets, and they they kind of go out this way, but all I keep in them literally is I have my wallet here, which is this Wayfinder wallet that I really like, and then my car keys in this one, because what I'll do is I'll sling the bag around my shoulder, undo this one, reach in, get my car keys, sling it back, and do up the buckle again. So these become sort of my, these become sort of my quick access pockets. This is the flap that's supposed to go over them, so technically speaking it's supposed to look like this. I don't really like the way this kind of like flaps there. I don't know, it just doesn't kind of go with my jive, so what I do is I flip it around and tuck it in to one of my favorite pockets on this bag, which is this pocket here, where I have my I mean, this is like a little sling pouch thing, handmade in Korea. It's a Dyneema thing. I do tend to carry it around just in case I need it, in case I need something waterproof, like for my phone or whatever. Yeah, that's really it. I like this pocket a lot because there's a ton of room there. Now, there's no real dimension, so you're kind of eating into this pocket when you're doing that, but it's a very useful pocket for me. Other than that, there are no other pockets there, so you're looking at them all. There's this guy, this guy, this guy, these two guys, one here, laptop, and main. That's really it for this bag. Now, a lot of people ask me when I was getting ready to make this video, can you travel with this bag? Probably not, is the answer. So this is the GORUCK packing cube I use for most of my trips. I kind of slimmed it down from the last couple of videos. So right now it's probably ready for what I would say would be a like 3-day trip. So imagine you're at the office, everything's kind of gone on for the day and you're taking a weekend trip. So you got this much space to work with at the bottom there. I am not sure if this is gonna work. I have not tried it before the video. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to go this way. And I can already tell you, this is probably not gonna... Okay, that was actually not so bad. So I got that in there. Now, just imagine this is my toiletries. And then my tech, well, I mean, technically speaking, what I could probably do in reality is use this for my tech, or have my toiletries out here somewhere in a different type of thing. And then, let's see, my tech, oh, it's still too tight. I'd probably swap this out for something else, and then use this as it were, or just use these pockets with a smaller thing. So with that packing cube in there, let's see what we got. Okay, so the bag looks something like that. Actually, it looks kind of okay. I mean, it's not too bad. You could still use the water bottle pockets. They're still like kind of okay. I would say okay-ish. These front pockets, let's see. Yeah, you could still use them. These gussets help a lot. This one, you could not probably use at all. Yeah, no, that one would be unusable. But I guess the point is, you technically could travel with it. Now, you have to keep in mind, this is gone. Like, you'd only be able to get that out when you're at the hotel. So you'd be, you know, I mean, that would be like the only thing you could really do. So I guess that answers the question. Yes, you could travel with this if you really want to. So you could use it in the office, then book it on a trip to Mallorca or whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is that floats your boat. This is an excellent bag in my limited use of it. I don't consider this to be a proper review because I haven't spent enough time with this bag. I've probably used it for a couple of weeks. I will say I've got experience with Trakke bags in general, and they're always good, high quality, last a long time. They have a great warranty and all that stuff. In my experience so far, I will say I very much like this bag, and I think a lot of it is the way it looks. I do wish it had one more pocket up on the outside, probably here, but I could use it basically anywhere. But that is the one nitpick I have about this bag. Otherwise, it just kind of fit my life very nicely. The last thing that I'm gonna show you is the stand test. And this is something I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start doing something called a stand test. And basically what the stand test is can a bag, when it's packed, stand up on its own. And it has to be fully packed because that's how we use our bags. And let's see, I mean, I think you can already tell what the answer is gonna be of this one because it's standing already. But, I mean, it doesn't hurt to... Where's the suspense at? There's no suspense. It stands up, as you can see, perfectly fine, and that is a great feature for the office in my estimation because you can have it like this and you can work out of it. You know, you can grab something from here, grab something from here, maybe your pencil case is in there, you can grab it out, and it just makes it very easy to use. And I mean, like, it's very, like, one of the best standing up bags I've ever seen, literally. And doesn't even have anything heavy. I put the light pouch on the bottom, and it's just, yeah, like, there you go. It's so good at that. So, I mean, this is definitely, yeah, it's highly recommended. I think that if you can track one down and it's something that you're looking for, this is a great, very cool bag. And one that I think, you know, people will enjoy once they get it. So those are my quick first impressions of the Trakke Bannoch backpack. Very much like it. And I was gonna compare it to a couple of other bags, but I just didn't because I'm just so tired. I actually filmed it, but just too tired. Anyway, I really like it. And that's all I really need to say. The Clutterworks Summit's actually coming up very soon. I have a long-term review of that. I mean, I'm talking like long-term, like years of use. And I am very excited to bring that to you guys. It might be this weekend, but we'll see. We'll see how much time I have to film. That's it for me, folks. Talk soon. Bye-bye.